Hello, and welcome to NinjaKyo's first podcast. We'll be talking about random shit today.
Yeah, we haven't really planned out anything, but we'll see how we go. We were doing a podcast with the Gotham Knights, and that was really fun, and it kind of stopped, so we decided to do our own.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see how we go with this, and yeah, today was really interesting because we did our first Newcastle meet up in a long time with all different cosplayers and stuff like that.
Yeah, if I remember rightly, I don't think we've had a Newcastle meetup, or I don't think we did it last year at all, besides the Collectomanias.
Yeah,
And
and they're a rarity in Newcastle now as well. Like they have one.
they haven't had one at all this year. I was expecting one in May, and it hasn't happened, so looks like I'm going to have to host my own event.
Again.
Oh.
But it was a really good turnout today. I was really happy with it.
Yeah, really, really nice people turned up. And a lot of them too. Like, I think we nearly got to 40 people. We probably got to 40 people at one point. It's kind of amazing. They're all from different fandoms too, which is awesome.
Like even that in itself. Newcastle, not last few years, not really do a cosplay event and not a lot of people turn up for.
Yeah, well, I used to host 2 a year in Newcastle, and it wasn't worth it. There wasn't that many people turning up, and I think today proves that that's not necessarily the case.
Plus, it was a good location too. Like Empire Coffee was lovely enough to let us do this event.
And they stayed open for a little bit longer for us too. I don't know if you noticed, but they normally close at 2 and they stayed open until 3:30 for us.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really good. That's really good event to do that. That's amazing. See, I can't even.
I can't express this in words.
I can't believe you've done this.
Adam! Shout out to our mate Adam.
Yeah,
Adam!
Adam!
Oh.
Today was just amazing. It was really good to see everyone, like even like Josh said, new faces in this and new people. I haven't even seen it was a mixture of old that I've known for many years and completely new people that I've never seen.
Yeah, it was good to catch up with some of the older faces because I mean some of them I see regularly, and JD I haven't seen in 2 years, and then I think for maybe 3/4 of people I'd never met before, and some of them I know have been around, but it was good to finally actually meet them. And being a local event, it's a lot easier to get around and talk to everyone. Like Supernova, you can't even catch up with your friends sometimes because it's too busy.
Or it's just too massive, and like everyone continues to walk around, and then you just got to walk around as well to
try and find the bastards.
You get lucky to see if you can find them or not.
You know what always happens to me at conventions, pretty much every single time?
Yeah.
Some bastard comes up to me who fucking recognizes me.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, hey, Yui-chan. It's like, oh, you recognize me and I don't know who the fuck you are. Yui-chan's one of the characters I do for anime Abbotsford occasionally, because it's an anime character. And people still know me as that, even if I'm in other costumes. It's like, I don't know who you are because, cosplay community is huge. And you meet someone, like, I think they get over 400 people at that barbecue at Abbotsford. So, it's hard to remember everyone you meet there.
It's really, the biggest problem I have that's similar to that is I'm not very good with names, and it doesn't help when a guy or girl that I know comes in costume and says, "Hey, how are you?" But they've got a mask or face paint on,
Yeah.
so I can't really tell who they are.
That's the other problem I have. I've got the exact same thing. I can't do faces and names, and everyone changes their costume for every event. It's like, oh, I have no idea who the hell you are.
It's one of my mates at Comic Con this year came up to me and got orc suit. I had no idea who it was, and he was talking to me that like for 10 minutes before he took the mask off. And then when he took the mask off, I'm like, "Oh, Graham, you didn't know who I was talking to."
Actually, it's funny. I was talking to Glenn earlier today. That's the guy, or one of the two guys that owns the coffee shop and buy coffee. And I was talking to him for a while before the event even started. And then later on, this fucking sand person comes along from Star Wars.
Jawa.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, Jawa.
Jawas. So one of them turns up. It's full like head to toe covering. And I'm like, oh, what an awesome suit. And talking to this guy, and he's not really responding because he's in character. He takes it off, and it's like, holy shit, it was Glenn.
That's from the 501st Legion. They're an awesome bunch of people. There's been a few charities that I've done at John Hunter Hospital, and they've invited the 501st Legion New South Wales Garrison. And they're just obsessed with Star Wars. They dress up as like their actual suits and stuff like that. Like $400, $500 suits, probably even more. I'm just guessing.
I do have a bit of an issue with them, to be honest. And that's only it's all hearsay. So I don't know if it's true, but apparently if your costume is not legit, as in perfect, they won't let you join their thing and do the charity events with them. It's like, what?
I've known it.
Weird.
I know a friend that's been like that, but I can understand just because they they want to get it down to a T and stuff like that. But it's also they shouldn't discourage people like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they've been doing it for a very long time and whatever, and they're a big thing. Like they're not just in Australia, so that kind of puts into the fact of like whatever they say goes because it's such a massive organisation, and it's got like thousands of people, members. If it was just a local thing and someone did that, then you'd be really pissed. You know what I mean?
I thought I was talking to someone about live action roleplay today, and they're a member of whichever group it is that they meet up at. Fucking every time.
Yeah, exactly.
They meet up at Jesmond Park, and I've been seeing them on Facebook recently, and they've got rules about how you got to dress, but they do give you tips as to how to turn ordinary clothes into medieval clothes. So that's not too bad. But I still think if someone wants to come along and swing a fucking foam sword around and have fun, they should be allowed to, whether they're wearing tracksuits or fucking track pants or not. Because that was one of the dress things. It's got to be a loose long sleeve shirt and track pants with a belt around the shirt or some crap like that. And apparently that makes you look medieval. It's like, I don't think it would, personally. But that's what they said. If you don't have any medieval clothes, come as that.
Well, I done something similar where I was trying to look for my only Viking gear, and I got the Viking armor, like the chest piece. But then I bought pirate pants and pirate boots, and I wore them one time. No one could tell the difference for some reason. And I was walking around, and then finally someone came up to me and he goes, "Is your bottoms like piratish?" Like, you're the first person that's asked me that.
I actually have a pirate costume. I don't know why I'm holding on to it because it's like 6-7 years old now. And it's literally a really nice shirt, like a nice sort of white shirt.
Captain Morgan.
Yeah, but it's not going to work for that. So I've got to tell you the rest of the thing.
Oh, okay.
So it's a really nice white shirt, and it's a really nice pair of pants, right? Like a suit pants sort of thing. White shirt, beige pants, I think. And I've cut the pants, so they're 3/4 pants now. And I cut the shirt, cut all the collar off and shit, down a couple of buttons and everything. And I just fucking rolled around in the dirt before I fucking wore it to this party. And it worked well because it was baggy. I got it from like $2 shop. Well, what do you call it? A charity shop.
Oh, fuck.
and yeah, just dirtying it up and stuff. I mean, I had a bit of a beard and an eye patch, so it worked really well. Oh, and I have long hair, so that also helped.
We yeah, but we probably do more events like that in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
How's it like? Me and Josh are just wanting to do more in the Newcastle community, just for the fact that there's not much. Like there's like I know a lot of places where fellow nerds get together, but there's barely any cosplay events or anything like that in Newcastle.
Yeah. Um, the problem I have is that there's so many cons and stuff in Sydney, and it's hard to pick a time between them. Like, I don't really know how today worked when Oz Comic Con was just last weekend, so
Hmm.
I'm really surprised that we got like 40 people.
That's the thing though, like not a lot of Newcastle people want to travel
That's
that far unless they got accommodation.
that's the reason I started actually doing events, is because I didn't want to travel all the way to Sydney. I was doing it every second weekend, so I
Yeah.
didn't want to keep doing that just for cosplay. And like you said, there was nothing in Newcastle for cosplayers at all back in 2012, I think it was,
Mm.
whatever it was. And and yeah, eventually we got like Collectormania, but I mean that was pretty shitty as well. Like we did get a fair few cosplayers, but
It wasn't a I don't think it was a cosplay event. You know what I
no,
mean?
no, it's like for people who like collecting model trains and shit like that. And then
Mm.
they just kind of whacked cosplayers in there and gave us concession prices to go in. Ooh.
Mm. Like you know, when we talking about events, it's like getting together, doing stuff. We've been we've been talking about recently, and we haven't even done anything yet. Like getting a gaming session happening with cosplayers and stuff like that. That would be cool.
Yeah, what was the shop that you were thinking about?
Good games. Like they're just in the middle of Hunter Street, and I'm thinking about we should ring them and see how we go there. But this is just amazing. So they'll probably say if they say no, then they say no. You know.
So that would be definitely a good event to do.
Mm.
Um,
Like play Yu-Gi-Oh and fucking Magic the Gathering and stuff like that. That'd
yeah.
be cool.
Do they have like tabletop games there as
Yeah.
well? Like you could play Warhammer or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Well, there's a store down the road from where we're at. That's just Warhammer. That's it.
Yeah, that shop is tiny. We couldn't host a thing there. They do little meetups and stuff for those types.
Adam,
I can't believe you've done this. They do host little nights for people who are into Warhammer and stuff like that. I was gonna call them nerds. Probably. Yeah, fuck it. Own the nerd title. Nerd used to be so uncool, but I don't think it is anymore.
No, not after so many movies have come out with superheroes, stuff like that. The time of the nerd is now.
Definitely.
Back in 2005 to whatever, was looked down upon a lot.
But even look at the job market. You know, like if you're a nerd and you're getting a job and you go into IT, you're on like 80 grand a year as like a minimum. You're a jock and you come out of high school. Good luck flipping burgers, motherfucker.
Yeah.
There's like no work for jocks.
There's like a lot of people have a misconception of people that actually are in this stuff now. Like gaming, you can get a job in gaming and earn so much money just from that.
Like testing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what the job market in Australia would be like. I'm pretty sure you'd have to go overseas for that. Programming and stuff, you'd probably get jobs, and networking and security is where the money is for sure. If you get a job with like a big company in Sydney or something like that, you get like 120 grand a year or something, and you're just like in one of those giant fucking buildings and you're going up and down, fixing like turning people's computers off and on again, but getting paid fucking 2 grand a week for it.
Shit.
We're in the wrong fucking business, man. Fuck entertainment.
Yeah, fuck entertainment. Let's do something else. The what I really enjoyed about today though is that event was because I rocked up in my black Dino Ranger Power Ranger suit.
Get it out.
It is 1 o'clock in the morning right now, so
Yeah.
But I was going to say, what I really liked about today was the fact, like I said earlier in this podcast, where it was a mixture of new and old places.
Hmm.
Like, it's good to know that there's a lot more cosplayers in Newcastle than I thought there was.
Yeah. I enjoyed the fact that we broke someone's cosplay virginity today,
Yeah,
and we had a girl that moved here from Gosford. I think she came down in November, and this was her first Newcastle event.
well, that's good. That's
So,
really good to hear.
so we broke one girl's Newcastle virginity, and we broke one girl's cosplay virginity. That sounds so bad.
Mm. We do not condone it. Can't believe you've done this, Josh.
Every fucking time.
Can't believe you've done this. Now we're gonna get a complaint.
Can't believe you've been busting girls' virginities in public. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa! Can't believe you've done that.
Trust me, if I was breaking girls' virginities today, that's all the podcast would be about.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
So bad.
We've gone downhill, ladies and gentlemen. 15 minutes in. Oh.
Downhill from a really big fucking hill.
That's practically a fucking cliff.
Yeah. Adam!
I can't believe you've done this. We want to choose a new subject.
Probably gaming's going really well. What shall we release next?
I have a Rage video coming up.
Oh yes, that was very
Man.
entertaining.
Mega Man was very ragey. It could have been better, but there's always next time.
That's the thing that when he started to play it, I think he asked me, should I have a few goes first to get the gist of it? I'm like, no, just do it. That's why it's so ragey.
It's so bad. I mean, it's a good game. I liked it, but it's just it needed improvement. Like you need to be able to shoot upwards.
Mm.
But you gotta watch it. Like it's so fucking frustrating.
You know, the one you were playing as a save mode.
Yeah.
In it, so you can save through points throughout the game. You didn't do it because I just said to you try to do it normally, like they did back in the 80s.
But where do you save it? Do you save it after you beat the boss, or do you save it at the chapter?
You can save it whenever.
Oh, fuck.
In that, but I wanted you to play it how they played it back in the day. Imagine how frustrating that would be.
If you liked the video, then I'm going to release next. But every game was like that back in the day. That's the thing. Like, I talked a bit about Kid Icarus. I think I mentioned the name 5 times, but didn't actually talk about the game. But to save Kid Icarus, you have to write down a fucking 16-piece code, and it's like bricky ass letters and numbers, and you can't tell an O from a 0, and whether it's a capital letter or not. And it's like, oh my god. Games back then were just retarded. They're fucking great, but
we shall be playing, because we're talking about it today, WWE.
Yeah, I got 2010 on the Xbox that I want to give a go. I think that's the best of the WWE games. That or 2001. What was it Bring It On? I think it was. The Rock was the main character on the front cover.
Oh yeah, that was.
Fucking love that game.
I used
but
to
you
play.
wanted to buy the newest one, didn't you?
Yeah, I want to, because then you want to go see how we feel about that. Because, like you said, you don't really like the 2K ones, but I've seen gameplay, and I think we should give it a go. Cause
the graphics are amazing. It's just a lot harder to play than it used to be.
Well, what we'll do, we'll probably have a few games before we make an episode.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That kind of defeats the purpose of Mega Man there.
I don't know. Maybe you guys should leave us a comment.
What?
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 You ruin every other video, Taylor. Speak up.
Don't worry.
Okay. Can't believe you've done this. You've ruined the video.
That's true.
Oh, fuck. Can't believe you've done this.
And this is the third video you've ruined. I know we're releasing this as an audio, so
If you don't realise, Tayllah is in the background in two of my videos. I tell her, oh, just be quiet and just come in and I do it. And then she fucking dives right behind me. And then halfway through the video she farted. It's in the background and I'm trying not to laugh when I'm playing the game.
the Mega Man one actually, she has a cough and fit.
Oh yeah.
So I put some subtitles up. Telling her to shut the fuck up.
Taylor coughing sometimes.
Well, no, it's not really subtitles. It's just like an afterthought, like a PS sort of thing. It's just Taylor, shut the fuck up.
So we'll definitely do wrestling next. I really enjoyed playing the motocross. That was very. That was kind of frustrating.
God, it was so bad.
The freestyle was pretty good.
I should get Forza.
Yeah.
So then people will realise I'm not completely retarded.
What, Forza Horizon?
No, not Forza Horizon. That is a terrible game and it promotes street racing and I do not condone street racing and I do not like anything with street racing in it. And that does include Fast and the Furious.
The first one to fucking crash and die wins. You're fucking on. Just runs into a tree.
What, including Need for Speed as well?
As in the game or
The game.
does it have traffic?
No.
No, it's not so bad then.
Yeah.
When it's got traffic, then I hate it.
That's basically same as street racing as well. It's basically same as Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I liked the Fast and Furious, the first movie, but then just it was a slippery slope from there. Essentially, the next one was a little bit worse. The next one was a little bit worse, and then what we've got 7 movies. So I pretty much thought
Actually,
the last one was
8
shit.
coming out next year.
My God, 8 of those terrible movies. Does anyone who watches those movies, does anyone realize that there is not 18 gears in a car, and you could not change 18 times in 400 fucking meters?
It's kind of the movies themselves, like kind of in it's kind of in milk. Like there's so much you can do with that sort of genre of movie. I thought up to 4 was good, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. I've only seen 6 and 7, but like it's just. I mean, I've seen a lot. I've seen them all, except the new ones coming out recently.
Okay.
But after number 5, it's just kind of
I think number 5 is where I actually started hating them. I'm pretty sure because 1 I really liked, 2 wasn't too bad, and they kind of took a different direction with 2. I think if I can remember.
That was my favourite.
Yeah.
Too Fast, Too Furious with
That was it.
Paul Walker and
Tyrone Gibson.
yeah.
Whoever that is. I'm not going to pretend to know who that is.
And
I think Tokyo Drift was okay. I mean, it tied into the storyline well, and even though it was a completely different sort of movie. But yeah, once it got to, there was no street racing at all in it, which is fucking weird because I just said I hate street racing. But once there was no street racing at all in it, it just it was shit. It was like watching fucking terrible cop show.
they did an amazing tribute to Humbre in the 7th one. Have you seen that? Have you seen that video?
Yeah.
It's been a long day. It's Humbre driving the car.
No, that was for Paul Walker.
That was for Humbre.
Yeah. It was just so.
Humbre is my thing at the moment. I've got a friend who's even more obsessed with it, but every time he shares something, I also share it.
I find that the meme in itself and like the things that like Shannon was telling me, Blue Cat by the way was telling me all the zookeepers and shit hate it. That it's just making fun of the gorilla and stuff like that. And I said to her, and I still agree with it. It's keeping his memory alive of what happened, and it's also like it's not going to be forgotten very easily.
The way I see it is it's a joke, right? So you can make a joke about anything, and people get really fucking cut about certain jokes, and that's their right. You have the right to be offended, But
it's 2016. If you said something like can't.
Oh, no one in Canada is gonna watch this. Fuck you, Canada.
No one's gonna like I just said that word and someone listens to it and fuck that. I'm not gonna listen to these motherfuckers anymore. It's just in the recent years people get really offended really easily and it's bullshit. And it's because of social media. Social media you can say anything and then like people can type, oh, I'm pissed off with this because they're in the computer or on the phone.
It is their right. It is their right to get offended, but at the same time, sometimes it's worth just going, okay, I don't like this, I'm gonna turn it off, instead of just being a troll.
I put something up. The only problem I've had with like a photo or anything on Facebook, and it's just because of social media. I put a picture up years ago of this cosplay, and this because my friend was really digging it. It was like a really sexy cosplay. Anyway, this guy that I know, I'm not mentioning names because I'm not friends with him anymore. Wrote on the thing, oh, this is really not cosplay. It's just a girl dressed as a slut. I'm like, if you don't like it, don't comment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like if you haven't got a nice thing to say or you've got a negative thing to say, especially on my personal page, don't say it. It's supposed to be with my friend, and ever since then, like more shit arose and haven't talked to him since. So
I do have a limitation on how sexy you can make cosplay. When it's a gender bend, so a female. Fuck off. When someone just got a message.
Can't believe you've done this.
Sorry,
When-
that was my fault.
When a female takes a male character, right? Super depressed guy, he's like practically an emo, he wears nothing but black from fucking head to toe, and then all of a sudden, it's just practically a pair of undies and a bra. That's kind of like, as if like that would happen,
I know.
And I don't slut shame that person. I don't say, oh, what a fucking slut or anything like that, But it kind of annoys me that it doesn't, it doesn't feel like a character anymore. Whereas, like, say, gender bend Joker. I could see gender bend Joker wearing short shorts. Fuck yeah.
Well, he does in if they did the Killing Joke when he dresses as the Hawaiian guy before he shoots Barbara, that would be sick. If a gender bend like a woman or a girl does that, that would be awesome. And like have the face paint and stuff, and the hat and the camera.
What do you know about Final Fantasy? Not much.
No, I've never played it.
Well, the character I'm talking about is.
I've never played it. I can't believe you've done this.
The character I'm talking about is Squall, and anyone who's played it knows that Squall is like a little emo bitch, and he pretty much doesn't speak throughout almost the first disc of the game, because it's like PlayStation 1 game so big it needs 4 discs. And so he's a little emo bitch, and has pretty much no personality. He sits in a corner, not talking to anyone. But this girl comes along and she does like a crop top that stops just under her boobs and like the shortest shorts that you can possibly put on. And I didn't slut shame it, but it did piss me off.
Like,
because I'm obsessed with, or not obsessed with the character, but I love the character. It's one that I actually do cosplay.
I don't condone cosplays that are revealing. Sometimes they're really good. Like, yeah, I'm not saying that because it I'm saying that because it's what the character is. Especially in anime, if you're doing a character that like has half their breasts out, or like you're half naked and you get it to a T, that's awesome. You know, like that's showing that you're really into it. But if you do it at a convention where there's kids around,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
and that's not on. Like
People
if
need
you do
to take in mind, like you're in public. You know, would you get away with walking half naked down the street in normal clothing? Not really. People are gonna stop and stare at you, and you know, you might even get in trouble depending on how revealing your clothing is. So why do the rules change for cosplay?
at Smash, there was a girl that just had braces down there for a cosplay.
What character?
I don't know. It was an anime, I think. I'm not sure, but I was just thinking to myself, like, it's an awesome That's what I thought. That's an awesome cosplay, but it shouldn't be there. I suppose with Smash it's a bit different, just for the fact that it's an anime thing, and you don't see a lot of kids there. I don't really see.
There were still kids there.
Yeah, I know.
Not a lot,
yeah.
but still, it doesn't really matter. It's still public, and there's still the possibility of kids going to be there. And people just need to realize, like, PG. Like,
I don't condone it. I think, you know,
there is a way to get away with it. Bodysuit, the skin colored. I don't know what the material is, but you can get away with it by using this skin colored stuff that covers. You know, it makes it. It's not your skin that they're seeing essentially, and I think it's still not great, but it's better than just having your skin out there.
But yeah, like I don't condone it. It's just you're in like you said, you're in public, and like, especially at Nova or Comic Con or EB Expo or stuff like that. Like, there's gonna be kids around. If you're gonna do something like that, do it at a local event where you know there's no kids, or for a mad photo shoot.
I think photo shoots is definitely the way to go for that.
Yeah, like, because if they made the time and effort either to make that costume or they've bought it and whatnot, and they want to do it because they love the character to a T, do it. Like, I'm not gonna ever say no to a cosplayer doing something because I've never been like that. But be aware of your surroundings. You know what I mean?
I always change my costume. And so do some of my friends. They change them to make them a little less slutty without actually compromising the character. So I dress as Yui from K-On!, and that's a female character. She's a schoolgirl. And her skirt does not go down very far. My skirt goes right down to my knee. And that's two reasons. No one really wants to accidentally get a panty shot of a guy. And two, because I don't need to dress like a slut. God, I've just slut shamed myself.
Can't believe you've done that.
Contradictions, hypocrisy. But you know what I mean? Like, you can slightly change costumes to make it less revealing, to make it more appropriate to go out in public without compromising the character.
Some people just take it. I'm talking about another thing too. Like, what we've just talked about, we seem pretty mellow about it. Like, when I have no problem with it whatsoever.
As long as they don't mind getting gawked at.
Like, it's not really. It's just like, like if. Like that one with the suspenders I told you about. I saw that and I thought it was fucking awesome, that costume. Like, she had a massive sword and stuff like that. It was awesome. But if, say for instance, one of the people I know that are really, really, really anti about cosplay in general, tear that girl apart. Like, and just bring her down about it and stuff like that. And that's not. I've never liked that at all. Really never liked that at all about, like, the cosplay community, how people pick at each other and stuff like that. Everyone's in it to have fun.
Or at least they should be.
Yeah. I started doing it in 2000. I actually met Josh. The first day I did cosplay, I met you.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
It would have been
4 years ago.
My second or third time, I think, because let's see, Hunter Valley Gardens was at the end of the year. I'd actually been cosplaying a little while then. I did Smash that year, as Squall, the Final Fantasy that's done that earlier, And then my friend who I met at Smash, she was doing CMVs, cosplay music videos, and she wanted to use my character, so I did a fair bit of squalling around.
Squalling.
Just squalling through.
Oh, fuck.
But that was definitely my first local event, for sure.
That was a really good turnout too. 4 years ago, especially in the Hunter Valley.
And it cost a fortune to get into. Well, cost a fortune to me. Anyway, $35. I think it was.
I think it was made up though, because we got to walk around and see everything. And, like,
We had a great time. So
most of the people in that event I'm still friends with, so that was awesome. This is the first time I ever cosplayed.
it's the first time I realised that there's a real danger about cosplay.
Mm.
You know what that is?
What?
Not being able to tell people's ages.
Oh yeah.
There was a 13-year-old girl there, and she was there with her grandfather, I think. He's a much older gentleman. Now, I didn't know that they were together,
I think I know who you're talking about actually.
and I spent the whole day hitting on her. Not seriously, but I was, what, 20?
20. Yeah, you would have been.
Not hitting on her as in trying to pick her up. I was flirting with her, playfully. And then I found out she was 13. And I'm like,
Whoa!
oh my god. Cosplay has some real fucking dangers. Because I did not realise. I thought she was like 16. And she was really mature for her age. But that's still not the point.
Me and my best friend were actually talking about that recently where today, like in 2016, you really can't tell like if a girl's legal age or not now.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You see a girl down the street and stuff, she look like 16, 17, 18 or something. Oh, I'm 14. You know.
Well, I saw a girl buying smokes the other day, so I'm pretty sure she was 18 and she looked so young. And then turned around and the exact opposite thing, I'm like checking out this girl, I'm like, oh yeah. And then she like met up with her mates who were all clearly 14. I'm like, oh shit.
Really bad, like now, considering like our society, well, our generation, the new generations is like getting younger and younger.
But it is kind of like you said, it is society the real problem. Like back in the day, a 14-year-old was like, fuck, we need to get rid of this woman, like she's gonna be too old to fucking sell off soon. Fucking medieval times.
Medieval times were brutal.
They really were. Like
I only know for the fact that I'm very obsessed with medieval fantasy, that sort of stuff, and
I love it as well. I've looked up a lot of stuff and
I've read up a lot about it, and it's just I think that my passion for fantasy and medieval came from the movie Merlin. With
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I just loved it, and I just got hooked on it. And then, Game of Thrones is just amazing. How he did that, and you gotta have a fucking awesome mind to think up all that stuff,
all the incest,
like, you know what I mean? Like all those
drunken midget,
all those characters. It's one better to suck one cock. All those characters from so many houses. Like he made 100 and something houses, and he named every one of their family. And then he's made names for places and like continents and shit like that. Yeah. And when people say to him, "I'll finish the next book," can you let him fucking write it? It's not. How hard would it be to write something which started in 1998, was supposed to finish in 2002 with the third book or something like that. I'm not really sure of the date. And then it continued because it was really popular. And then it went into a TV series, and then they expect him to write 6 books. It's really hard to keep up.
I could kind of understand that though, because I think the problem is that the TV show's gone past the books, and so people are really worried that essentially the TV show is going to go away on its own sort of spur.
But that's what they were worried about before, but it didn't went like that, because the material that was in the 6th book, The Winds of Winter, was actually in season 6.
I can tell you every anime I've ever watched that has come out before they finished the manga has been absolute shit.
Mm.
I mean, I haven't watched that much anime, but I think it's 3 or 4 series, and they did the anime before they finished the manga, and it's just been absolute shit, and everyone's told me, if you want the real ending, go read the manga because it's amazing.
Mm.
I'll throw out one name, Fruits Basket. And it wasn't the best show to begin with, but the fucking ending is unbearable. It was so bad.
I think, like, because Game of Thrones, for example, is so big, like, insanely popular. And it's for good reason, because it's something different, like, especially with there's nothing, to my knowledge, there's nothing like that on TV with that medieval feel. Like, Spartacus was amazing.
Yeah, it was definitely like there'd been lots of stuff like that, but no one had taken it that far.
Yeah.
No one had shown it for what it really was.
Vikings is amazing. And, but Game of Thrones, like, it's just really well done for the fact that it's well organised. The families, like houses, that sort of stuff. You got mythical creatures, you got the proper medieval feel of royal families, and it's all over one throne, and I'm really glad they're finishing with season 8, just for the fact that I didn't want it to drag out so long. Because if you just have the season 1, the start, to, like, I actually said to Taylor, I think it should finish at season 8, when they announced that they were actually going to, so, a lot of people will be disappointed, but I think it's for the best, just for the fact it's been a really awesome story to finish, and then not try to milk it like,
No.
Fast and Furious.
No TV show can survive 10 seasons.
That's Doctor Who.
That is my theory. They change actors every fucking couple
That's
of
why
years.
it is so unique.
I didn't like that at first because I didn't know a lot about Doctor Who.
Mm.
I watched the 9th Doctor, Chris something, wasn't it?
Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah, I loved him. It was great. They changed it to David Tennant. I'm like, oh, what the fuck, I'm like, oh, I suppose I'll give it a go because I like David Tennant. He's a good actor. And I loved it. It was brilliant. And then they changed him to Matt Smith, and it's like, I can't fucking deal with this. And later on, I found out that there's supposed to be 13 reincarnations and stuff like that. So it all worked into the story really well. But
don't get me started on it.
Going back to what I was going to say, no show besides Doctor Who can survive 10 seasons. Because I've watched all of Criminal Minds, the entire thing, and I got to the 10th season. I'm like, I can't watch the 11th. The 10th was so fucking bad. Like, literally, I loved 1 through 9, and the 10th season was so bad that I could not bring myself to watch any of the new episodes. And I think another show I've done that I've watched has been like that.
Well, back to Doctor Who, because this is kind of similar to that. I think, I'm not sure, I'm just going to say it, is with the fact with Doctor Who, it started in 1963. William Hartnell was the first Doctor, for people who don't know, and he got very sick, and he didn't tell them that he was very sick, and he wanted to continue because he loved the program. But then his wife or whatever told them and stuff, and they wanted to change actors because it was really popular. Imagine in 1963, the first episode of the Daleks ever appeared. They got over 10 million viewers. Fuck. That's insane. It's 1963. It's fucking unbelievable, and so they wanted it to continue, and someone suggested the renewal, like it wasn't called regeneration at that time, and they got Patrick Troughton on it. Now you gotta think about this for a sec, is where a new actor, everyone loves William Hartnell. He is the Doctor. He is always gonna be the Doctor in their eyes. This new guy comes along and claims to be the Doctor. Without Patrick Troughton there would be no Doctor Who today.
As in the second guy.
Yeah. He made it possible for regeneration.
Yeah, that makes sense because if people had rejected him the same way I rejected Matt Smith, then yeah, they would have just stopped the show.
Exactly. And then a few years later, John Pertwee was the third Doctor. People loved him. And then it just cemented its legends with Tom Baker.
I was going to say, I don't think there's actually been a Doctor that people haven't liked.
No.
I've never heard a bad thing about any of the Doctors.
There's only, like, every one of them has their ups and downs. William Hartnell was really hard to work with. Tom Baker was an absolute fucking hard ass to work with, from what I've read and from what I've heard from other actors and stuff like that on the show. But every one of them is very unique, and that's what makes it so special, is that when a Doctor regenerates, like, for instance, my favourite Doctor is Sylvester McCoy. When he regenerated, you get so used to that Doctor, and then you see a new one, and you're just like, he's so different. It's kind of a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, they did that on purpose. I think they've made them as, like with the James Bonds, they're supposed to be stepping into each other's shoes.
He's a Time Lord, by the way.
Doctor Who.
James
Bond. Well, he does regenerate.
Yeah. 7 actors.
But yeah, the whole idea, now everyone's going to argue about this, but I'll tell you straight up, as someone who watched every single James Bond movie in a matter of a month, I think, every James Bond is the same person. So they were all stepping into each other's shoes. Whereas the Doctor is regenerating as a different person almost. He has all the same memories, but a different personality.
He's the same man, but yeah, like, it makes sense though. You're regenerating into a new body. That new body's going to be different.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to be the same as your last one. So that's what makes it beautiful. Like, that show beautiful. My favourite show ever, just for the fact that I grew up with it. And that's why it's lasted so long, was the fact that, you know, if one actor just stayed for so long, it wouldn't have lasted as long as it has. But the idea of regeneration, and because it's in time and space, and there's so many wonderful villains in it, and like characters in it, I don't think it'll ever stop. And they've reset his regenerations now, so he's got a new 13.
What?
Yeah.
How did they reset his fucking...
So, if you haven't watched...
Is it storyline or is it...
Storyline.
What should we say it then? Or is it too much spoilers?
Well, it's got reinstated 3 years ago, so...
Oh, it should be right then.
So, the production kind of, did a mad fuck around with the Doctor. So, bear with me. The 8th Doctor regenerated into the War Doctor, was technically the 9th. Christopher Eccleston was technically the 10th. David Tennant was technically the 11th. But then he regenerated again after he shot a Dalek. And you know when he puts the regeneration into the hand? That was technically the 12th regeneration. And then when he regenerated into Matt Smith, that was 13.
Oh.
So he used all of his regenerations. And at the end of Matt Smith's tenure, Clara begged the Time Lords to help him. And the first time ever, the Time Lords gave another Time Lord, probably not the first time ever, but they gave the Doctor 13 new regenerations, a new life cycle. That's why I'm saying it's gonna last forever.
I would say so. I don't know how they keep coming up with new ideas. Like,
it's just for the fact, because with the 4th Doctor, it was never stated how many regenerations a Time Lord has until the 4th Doctor. And when that happened, and they said 13, that was embedded into everyone's mind. It's never going to change. A Time Lord has 13 lives. That's it.
No, I mean like for like the bad guys and stuff. I mean it's been going for
50 years.
50 something years, 53, something like that.
What's 2016? Yeah, 53 years.
53 years, and they've not run out of ideas for bad guys yet.
No,
I mean, they do keep bringing the Daleks into it, and probably have had the Cybermen a fair few times, and
the Master, Davros, Ice Warriors, sometimes. You know,
but they are still bringing out new stuff. I know that,
Weeping Angels is the best thing they ever brought out.
and
In the new
that's
series.
recent, isn't it?
Yeah, in the new series. They had this,
Wasn't that in the next one?
Yeah.
they had this very mind-boggling.
And then today we had a cosplayer that was the Silence, and that's from Matt Smith.
Yeah,
That's another new one.
this
Yeah, I've
is
seen that at Comic Con.
this is really, yeah. Next podcast we'll talk about Doctor Who more. I think we've talked about it too much.
Well, I don't even know what to go on with. Like,
Oh yeah, well, I'll talk about it. We could
yeah, talk about Comic Con.
Comic Con was pretty. You didn't go, did you? No.
No.
Comic Con was. I've always personally loved Comic Con a lot better than Supernova, and that's just because I just like the atmosphere there. I feel really comfortable at Comic Con, like, and it just feels not so packed as Supernova for some reason. Like, you know.
I think there's probably less people go to Comic Con because it's like, although it isn't really, but it sounds like it's of one particular strand of pop culture, like it's for comic book people. Whereas Supernova, everyone knows that is it's a mix. It's everything. Every part of pop culture goes into Supernova.
Mm.
Comic
Yeah.
books, superheroes, anime, whatever else Taylor said. Actually, you know one thing that isn't there? Music.
They had trampolines this year.
Did they?
Yeah, Comic Con.
They
No, I mean at Supernova.
Oh, Supernova. No, they didn't.
They have wrestling at Supernova. I think that's fucking awesome. It's not really part of pop culture, but it's still great.
Kind of is, just for the fact that it's gimmicks and characters and shit like that. But
Well,
it's a debate. It's a debate. Let's not get into a debate.
it can be if we're talking about WWE, because there's still heaps of people in Australia, and like a lot more in America, obviously, than in Australia, that watch WWE. But we only had the local guys.
Mm.
So wrestling technically is part of pop culture.
It's really
I just backflipped myself in less than a minute.
So doing that Newcastle show, that
They can't hear you because you're too far away, and there's no point us listening to what you're saying if they can't hear you. Well,
no, I was trying to say that even at Newcastle shows, that the locals would have a wrestling ring, and there'll be shows there.
that's fascinating.
yeah.
That's really made my night. Apparently, at the wrestling in Newcastle, at the local shows, they have wrestling rings, and
No.
they do shows there.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I always thought they just did it on that. I want to show you some. That right there.
I can't believe you've done this.
Adam.
But yeah, I really enjoyed Comic Con. It's air about it. Like I've always liked. I went to Comic Con like last year, and that was the first time I ever went, and I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. Been to every convention this year lately. I went to Supernova, Smash, Comic Con, going to EB. Probably go one day or two, depending.
Probably not going to go to EB. I'm going to have a look at the ticket prices. It's like $40, then I'll go. But from what you were saying earlier,
No, it's like 100 and something. You know.
I don't understand why people don't just boycott it. Like, the easiest way to bring their ticket prices down is don't turn up.
That's the thing though. Like I said to you earlier, you're getting to play 3 games that are not even released yet. That are like $100 when they come out. So
Yeah, but then you're going to go, like, play the game, and you're either going to be like, oh, I'm not going to buy it because I don't like it, or it's going to be, oh, I really like it, but now I've got to wait 3 months before I can fucking buy it.
It's really
It's not necessarily a bad thing, because if you're a really big gamer, then it's good to try out things before you buy them, because like you said, they're $100 when they come out.
it's really what was I gonna say? Fuck. Like, and plus, it's kind. I get where you're coming from too, because it's like when I go, I've paid that money. I've only been twice. Um, I see the lines, and I'm just thinking, you don't get fucking chance to play 3 games that you really want to play in that day. Because it goes from, I don't know, 10 to, I'm just guessing, 10 to 5, probably later, I'm not sure. And you line it up and you get like, what, 10, 20 minutes, 15 minutes to play that game, and then the other people come in and you gotta wait that much longer. So, I don't really see the point. I've only ever played 2 games at EV Expo, and the rest I'm just cosplay.
So if you're really lucky, you get an hour of game time, but that's if you're there from the absolute start of the event to the absolute end of it. And then the rest of that's lining up and eating.
It's worse on Saturday. I've never been Friday. I'm thinking about going Friday, Saturday to see what it's like on Friday, because people keep telling me that because it's Friday, it's less busy. Well, you know,
Meet more people at work and stuff like that.
yeah, so that might be good to go. But that's $129 for the Friday, Saturday. So we'll just have to wait and see. I will keep you posted on Green Ninja Cosplay. So
Should all rock up to Charlestown Zing and buy EV tickets off Andy or Patrick, 2 really nice people, like genuine great cosplayers, great
Exactly.
people, and they get a little tiny commission too. So they'll like that I've chucked them in there.
I think we should head off now, but we will keep everyone updated on games, cosplay and stuff like that. Watch out for NinjaKyo.
Yeah, we got heaps of games coming up.
We got more Punisher, Josh raging at Mega Man.
Got another 2 episodes I think to release of zombies, Nazi zombies that we haven't released yet. Or filmed.
We'll get past level 10, guaranteed. We'll get past level 10.
So we
Next up.
shouldn't film the first time through it.
Yeah. But I can't believe you've done this. Now they know.
No, we like the rawness. Like if you play something, like I've done it before. I fucked up recording something, and the second time through is not as interesting. Like because you banter more with it the first time. I mean, you know, can't believe you've just done this. You can't use the footage now.
Yeah, can't use the footage. That's what I like to say with me with Turok the first time, because that will be released too.
Yeah, that's getting released soon.
The first time I played that on the web series, I had no idea what I was fucking doing because I haven't played the game in like a year. Oh, Adam.
That's the same with most. Can't believe you've just done this. That's the same with me with most of my games because I want to play retro games more than anything. And most of them I haven't played since like say my childhood. Like I'm in the middle of editing Tasmanian Tiger, and I haven't played that for maybe 6 to 8 years. So it's like going through it again for the first time almost. Great.
We should wait and see how we will go for the rest of those games. We did play Spartan Total War, and Josh wasn't really keen on that.
Yeah, it's kind of like Dynasty Warriors. It's like, yeah, there's a storyline, but the majority of the gameplay is just hit next.
Yeah.
There's no real challenge to it. Well, I mean, there sort of is, but it's not the kind of game that I'm into.
Alrighty, I think that's enough for the first one. That's really good. I really enjoyed that one.
I'm surprised we made it through a whole hour. So.
Well, it's just stuff rambling.
Pretty much. So we know we can do an hour now. So anyone like listens to this all the way through, congratulations.
You have no life.
You've won our respect.
You get free lollipop.
As long as you buy it yourself.
thank you again, guys. Check out NinjaKyo, KO Tempest, and Green Ninja Cosplay on Facebook. Thank you again. Bye.
Catch us later, guys.